I.S.U.P.K.
Chapter 1, verse 13. And in the midst of the 7 candlesticks, one like unto the Son of Man, clothed with a garment down to the foot.
Now this is John the Revelator. Y'all heard of John before. John was a disciple of Christ. Where was John when he wrote Revelations? John was locked up on the island of Patmos. He was in prison, like a lot of our brothers are. You know, John was a brother too. He was locked up in prison on the island of Patmos. And what did the Lord give him? The Lord gave him a revelation, a vision. The book of Revelations is a vision. The whole book of Revelations is a vision that John, the Revelator, had from the Most High. And when he had this vision or this revelation, he saw 7 candlesticks. And in the middle of those 7 candlesticks, the Bible says he saw one like unto man, meaning he saw one, when he looked at it, it looked like a man. Read.
And a girt about the paps with a golden girdle.
So this man that he saw had on a garment that came down to his foot, a traditional Israelite garment. And he had on a golden belt. That's what a girdle is. It's a belt for men anyway, right? Go ahead.
Verse 14. His head and his hairs were white like wool.
Oh man. So what's this? This don't look like white woolly hair, do it? This look like blonde, stringy dog hair. This ain't the description. Why is this in here? I tell you why it's in here. White supremacy. That's why you got this image right here, because of white supremacy. The description of this hair ain't in the Bible. But wait, there's more.
His head and his hairs were white like wool, as white as snow.
His head and his hairs was white, and the texture of it was wool. Read.
And his eyes were as a flame of fire. Verse 15. And his feet like unto fine brass.
His feet was like what?
Like unto fine brass.
His feet was like what?
Like unto fine brass.
What is brass, black man? It's brown, right? Brass is a derivative of brown. But wait, there's more.
As if it burned in a furnace.
Not only was Christ's feet like brown brass, they were so dark it looked like they burned in a furnace. What happens when you burn something in a furnace? It gets darker, right? The description of Christ out the Bible is a black man. Black people, you have woolly hair. You have feet of brass, as if they burned in a furnace. That's you, black man. That ain't this. This right here was actually a real man that walked the earth. You know who this is? This is Caesar Borgia. He's the second son of Pope Alexander VI of Rome. They even did a show about him. Y'all ever heard that on HBO? It's called The Borgias. It was a flame show. It was fire too. They was on there killing and all lascivious sex and nastiness. It was fire. He was that same way in real life. He was a murderer, and he slept with his sister. And you know, his dad commissioned famous artists to go all around Europe and paint this image and say, yo, this is Jesus Christ. And let me hip you to something else. If you got about $2,000, you can go get a book called The Russian Icons. You got about $2,000, you go get a book called The Russian Icons. Guess what you can find in that book? You can find original images of David, of Solomon, of Christ. And guess what? Guess how they painted on the walls? They all black men. They all black men. And so when you come to America and they got to oppress you and keep you down, what's one of the #1 ways to keep you down? Say, oh, God is like me. God is white. The angels are white. Everybody's white. That's damn garbage is what it is. That's damn garbage is what it is. That's garbage right there. That's white supremacy. This is what you should do. You should go to bed tonight just knowing that there is no image of Christ in the Bible where it portrays him as that. That is a lie. There you go, step on it.